How you gonna do that?
Is this the same bird that came to get a piece of bread, or was it
Yeah,
another
he
kind of
just
bird?
he. I think it's the same bird.
See how you always said don't put the bread down there, but the bread down there is for a reason
Okay.
because they have to eat.
Well, the bread all right.
Look, he's pretty.
The bread all right for the birds.
And then the one up there. So I still can't put it in the mailbox. Kimberly Williams. Okay, y'all got me twice in one day. It's a reason you got me twice in one day. Cameron the Run is on here.
Colby Jackson, thank
Hey,
you for the
hey, hey,
phone call.
hey. Uh, Otika. Oteka is on it. You know, I like doing it at this hour too because people who are not able to watch in the morning can see something in the afternoon or midday. So it's funny because I'm on here. I want you to please, hey now. Latoya Miller is saying, hey now. Holy Graham is on here. Pinch, Gloria, what's going on? I want y'all to really click, tag, and share somebody because something happened. Happened. Did I say happened?
Captain.
Something happened after the live this morning, and I want to just address it.
All right.
I do. I want to address it. Priscilla's friends say, hey, y'all, Laura Renee, what's going on? Avis, again, it's good to see you. Are you guys setting your notifications? Please do that because I don't want you guys to miss a beat. Just take a break from CNN just for a moment and just go.
Just a break.
Ooh, sometimes
Just a
you gotta
break.
take a break from that and rest your mind. And so, yeah. Hello, beautiful couple. We thank you for that. Hey, Tracy.
Thank you, Shepherd.
You shut up, you beautiful couple. Wish beautiful couple. Wish beautiful. Squeeze.
She's trying to get some Chevy, y'all.
No, we made up a game. And I can't wait because this game is gonna be
Yeah,
so.
you can't reveal the game, baby, yet.
Okay, we making up. Well, not yet.
Not yet.
So I want you guys to click, tag, and share because this is gonna be good. Because we're gonna talk about something.
What's up, Keisha? What, baby? I don't want no donut.
Show up on your nose like it look like
See?
you got a problem.
Why you keep doing that?
You know how you used to play a game? You used to be like, oh. Right. I'm so simple. Thank you. All right, so this is the deal. We really have a fun relationship because we laugh a lot. But we want to talk about something serious. We want to talk about being honest with each other.
Yep.
That is really, really imperative. Minneapolis, Minnesota, we are praying for you. Leslie Bird, oh my gosh, we're praying for you. We're going to talk about honesty. So what happened is, yeah, she said, why are you doing that? Eating a donut. You know what you got to do. I'm hungry. What do you want me to say? I'm hungry. Dieting is the hardest thing in the world to do because I'm hungry. They're watching. I'm hungry.
They know.
I'm
So
hungry.
what you eating that donut for?
Because I'm hungry. I'm going to do the treadmill. You're adorable too. So, after I did the live this morning, we're going to cancel Chicago. We have to with the pandemic and everything. Chicago's going to be canceled.
It's postponed, baby.
Right.
Not canceled.
Thank you, baby. So it's postponed. So we're going to postpone Chicago. I'll give you the details then. But understand we have we laugh a lot, and that's very imperative. And so we want you guys to please learn to laugh every day. I have something that I say laugh 200,000 hours a minute. It seems impossible, but you have to do it. So after I did the live this morning, Nikisha, yes, I'm going to call you. You could have your counseling section or whatever. So after I did the live, someone said, get you a Big Mac. Tammy,
Come on,
Jester,
Tammy. She don't
come on
need.
now.
I'm listening. We doing good.
We doing real good.
Doing good. One trip to McDonald's in almost a month and a half.
That's good for me, right?
Power.
Okay, power. I don't know how much power I'm going to have after this live.
Doing good.
Amen. So I'm reading the comments and they're like, I'm hungry too. New Jersey has been canceled. I'm sorry I have to say that. People are asking about when am I coming. So can I please get back? So after I did the live, I went upstairs and I put the phone down, and people were calling me, like Golda and Michelle, and people were calling like, yo, MJ, your phone is still on. Yo, your phone is still on. It's still on. Stephanetta, she called, yo, your phone is still on. Your phone is still on. What's going on? What's going on? And I'm like, huh? And so my other phone was ringing. It was like, yo, your phone is still on. We were conversing about smells. Now, wait a minute. Don't go away. I said to Fred, I said, do I have the preacher smell? God bless you, Pastor Todd Hall. It's so good to see you, sir. Do I have the preacher smell? Now, after I preach, Fred always pops some mint in my mouth, and he says that there's something called a preacher's breath. Because after you preach and you're breathing, you have to pop a mint so that your saliva can kind of restore itself. So I'm like, okay, but after I preach, something happens, and I'm like, even though I take a bath, y'all laughing. I'm like, yo, what is that smell? He was like, it's the preacher smell. You have to understand that preachers preach. What do you say?
I say when a preacher preach, it is equal to 8 hours of work.
Okay.
That you let off.
So
in
you
45
exert,
minutes.
right? So he's saying,
You
look,
exert that type of
don't get upset. He said, but you exert 8-hour work sweat in 25 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, really? For real? Carolyn Husson, I'll be praying for you. I'm coming. So I'm like, really? He says, yeah. Preachers really put out so much until, yes, it's going to look and smell like very differently. I'm like, even if I'm just getting out the shower, I'm like, man, that's horrible. So y'all heard it. And so I began to say to Fred,
Go ahead, baby, go ahead.
honesty. Let's talk about honesty. How many people can really be honest? Deborah James said, come on now. How many people could be honest in relationships?
Yeah.
Can you deal with honesty? Suppose you say to somebody, look, your breath smells bad, or you're not smelling so fresh, or I have a problem that you kind of tiptoeing around and you cannot be honest. Why can't you be? No, Fred.
What?
Why can't people accept honesty in relationships?
I'm trying not to laugh because of what we were talking about, but I think a lot of people can't accept honesty in relationships. Well, some people can't accept honesty in relationships because they don't want to face what they know to be true. Like if, for example, if a brother or a sister has halitosis, right? It means that no matter what they do, they brush their teeth, they can put 10 mints in their mouth, and they can chew them for hours. The breath still stinks.
Are you saying my breath stink? Subliminally, Fred.
I am.
Is it that, or is it really just something called preacher's breath?
No.
Pastor Todd Hall just went up the timeline. Pastor Hall, is there something called preacher's breath?
Listen.
Just say the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Is my breath stink?
My baby has excellent, fresh-smelling, minty breath. We're talking about honesty right here.
Yeah, let's be honest.
MJ, we're talking about honesty.
Gary Gray said it's a good question.
And I'm
be honest.
And I'm saying when I just was honest.
Okay, be honest in front of the people, Fred. Does my breath stink?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Tell people.
But after you preach, I give you gum or a mint because there's a buildup when you're preaching for 45 minutes where you need something to kill.
Okay, suppose people... Mary Smith, she loves it. Suppose people have to be honest, real honest,
okay,
and say they have a problem with your mother.
Now
I got a problem with
get deep.
Or I don't like your dog, or I have a problem with your sister or your brother.
Right.
Those are honest questions that you've got to even. Let's get deeper. Suppose somebody's lie about a job or going to job, or if they have a problem with addiction. Suppose somebody, is not being honest.
Yeah.
People,
or you have some type of charge you don't want nobody to know about, but the position that you're taking, even if it's in the church, you need to tell it.
Right. I remember when someone was lying about a passport, and I was like, yo, bro, why you ain't got a passport? And they were like, no, I can get a passport, but they never would get a passport. So eventually it came out that they can't get a passport because they can't leave the country because of child support.
Right.
So things like that, with 1,000 people watching, click, tag, and share, Why someone said, "Whoa, that's hard." Be honest with the person you're going to be involved with.
And I think this really conversation really goes most for people that are coming together, that's coming into a relationship, that's coming that, it might be your fiance, might be somebody you want, you're really serious about. It's kind of hard to tell somebody something that may disturb the relationship, especially if you're a person and you've been through something, you felt like you found somebody, and then you want to say something, but you scared that this gonna be a rift that tears the whole thing up.
So you hold a
and
secret.
so you hold on to it, thinking that that's the way, but that's really not the way.
Okay.
Because down the line, when it does come out, it's gonna be even worse because so much gonna be built up in you when you should have let it go from the beginning.
So why don't people just say it's the penalty of the truth?
Yeah.
It's a penalty, and people don't tell the truth, and they hide it because they don't want to be honest, because it's the penalty of being honest.
Yeah.
So
she gonna get mad with me, or
Okay.
she gonna get mad with me. He gonna get mad at me. How dare you? Who you think you is? Those type of things, and this is why communication is so important right now.
Okay.
When you guys are in the beginning of it, when you're working in the beginning of it, because how you gonna tell somebody you don't like their mama?
Right.
But you might say that, and they might say, well, yeah, I understand why you don't like her.
Right.
That's a part I don't like about her neither.
Right.
But if you don't give the chance and you don't put it out there, then you don't give the other person the chance to be able to answer or to give you anything that you may need.
There are a lot of people that are saying that they've been down this road of dishonesty. Can you recover from the pain of honesty? That's a good one. Can you recover from the pain of honesty? Can you recover when I tell you the truth? Laura Renee said, then they get mad at you. They'll get mad at you. That's just one of the chances you take. Would you rather just tell somebody the truth than to allow them to continue to be in a relationship with you built on a lie?
Yeah.
Wanda said the truth will set you free. Yeah, that's biblical. That's facts that the truth will set you free. But the truth can also get you free. That means it could get you out of a circumstances, and that's the chance you take. Someone said, how can I communicate with my partner and they shut down when you say something they don't like?
I like that. A lot of men do that. And a lot of men do that because they don't know how to answer it. Like, they don't have a good answer for it right at that moment. They don't feel too good. That's our daughter acting the donkey over there. They don't feel too good about it. Men do that.
Right.
Like, and that's, that was one of the things that I used to do. Like, I would hear something. So it's a bad characteristic, and I don't know who said it, but talk about the shutting down part. First deal with this, why do you shut down, or what happens that make you shut down, and then you can kind of get to what you really have to deal with. But it happens with a lot of people. People shut down when they don't want to deal with it, or they shut down when they just...
I want you to click tag and share someone that has a problem receiving the truth. You have to be prepared for when you ask the question. Suppose you find something that is, is dishonest about a person. Suppose you find something and you realize that you need to know the truth. Suppose, I know a young lady that I was dealing with recently, and I was conversing with her, and she went through somebody's inbox, and she found the truth.
Ooh,
And she found the truth. So she was in the inbox. She wanted to know what's her boo in a relationship with someone, and she found the truth, and she screenshotted it. She screenshotted the truth, and she went to him and asked him, are you seeing this young lady? And he said no. She held the screenshot, and he looked her dead in the face, and he continuously lied to her.
Wow.
That's where you build a lie. You build a lie on a lie, and you have to keep covering a lie. And then it becomes a snowball effect with an avalanche result.
That's right.
And so if you don't tell them the truth, you can find out anything about a person today. It behooves you to tell the truth and handle the outcome of what you found out.
That's right.
As opposed to hold on to the lie, have manifested evidence that this is true, instead of allowing somebody to find out, and then you get upset because you should have just told them the truth in the first place. Yeah. It's a hard thing to lay next to somebody that has a lie. People lay next to people every day with the answer they need, but they refuse to reveal to them the truth.
I think the worst thing about
That's
that
deception.
that's right. It's a great deception because now especially when the relationship is getting better.
Right.
You're building something, it's getting better,
Right.
but you're holding on to this.
Right.
You're holding on to this lie.
Right.
You know, you have to say it right now.
Uh-huh.
You know, most of the people that we talk to when we're doing a coupling,
Right.
we get the inboxes about everybody wanting a great relationship.
Right.
Everybody wants a great relationship. Most
Right.
people want a great relationship.
Right.
But you can't have it without cost. You got to realize even silence also builds up a snowball.
Right.
Because you being silent about it, when it does come out, it's going to come out with pressure. And that pressure could kill everything you got. But if you go ahead on and say it, if you build up a relationship where you say, hey, what you think about this? Well, why do they do this? Well, why do they do that? Now, starting out, it could feel like to the other person you kind of getting, it stings, it hurts a little bit, but they'll get used to it because they'll say that's the way that she communicates. That's the way that he communicates.
Well, a young lady just said, why do men blow up when you confront them with the truth? Why? Well, see,
let me answer that. It could be two reasons. One reason, you could be dead right in what you said and what you found, and they blowing up to try to protect themselves and to try to block it. The other thing could be pride.
Or maybe it could be that you took away his ability to present it to you when he was ready.
Now that is really crucial.
Now that's
crucial.
you can click tag and share. Somebody got
That's
1,000 people
crucial.
right now.
That's crucial.
It
Baby.
might
You need
be.
to say that again.
It might be because you took away his ability to have the time to tell you. Sometimes a person is going to tell you, but if Mom always said, if you digging for something, you will find it. And
Yeah.
so if you take away his ability to tell you the truth, then it becomes problematic because what you did is you took away his right. You can't take away someone. Okay, Penn said fear. Suppose I find out something about Fred and I present this with him. He's going to be offended because I took away the timing. He might wanted to tell me at a certain time. He might had a way he wanted to convey that. He may wanted to come with some more evidence and say, look, this is what it is. 1,100 people are sounding my voice. So what you do is you allow truth to present itself.
But you do it in timing. You know, it's just like that. You don't wait till you marry a person and then tell them something crazy and crucial after that.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Like I'm a registered sex offender
You know what I'm
after
saying?
you get married.
You know, there's certain things. So when, that's why I want to make sure we cover this whole thing right.
Right.
Like if, when you're saying you're taking away something that I need to give or something that I need to share myself, I still, as a man or a woman, I need to share it in the right time. I shouldn't share it after you done made some investment in us that it ain't finna be annulled in no time. So yeah, especially you. And baby, I really feel this subject. I feel like there are a few of you out here right now. And the reason that the Holy Spirit is even sharing this right now is because you got something that you holding back from your mate. Yeah. You got something that you're not saying.
Lifestyles.
And you're asking God. You're asking God to take it to that next level. You're asking God, is this the one? And you're not giving all the information that's supposed to be given.
Someone said, how much time is too much time, to be honest? I think if you feel that it is something that needs to be shared immediately, share it. Share it immediately. If it's something that you need to share immediately, share it. Like your sex life.
Yeah. Like
if you like men, you need to share that like at the first hello.
Man. What that show was?
Huh?
What that show was? Where the guy was the guy, he dated women and he liked men and he was getting ready to marry this woman.
Yeah. And then he told her that he was a gay man, and then he got mad at her. And he said, everybody else ain't got a problem with it. What you got a problem with? He became very defensive because she said, no, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't. I think that when you,
or that you've been in gay relationships,
right?
You shouldn't be as a man or a woman.
Yeah.
If you a woman and you done been sleeping with women and you start dating a man, and this man finds out he done fell in love with you and finds out that you used to sleep with women, that's some information that he needs to have up front. Because you gotta, vice versa.
Yeah.
You gotta give that person the right to be able to say, I don't know if I want to go along. Cause I can't even leave you alone with my brother.
Right, right. And I think and this is the world. No, seriously, babe. This is the world that we
I'm
live in.
sorry. It
It's
is the
true.
world
This is
that
the
we
world we
live
live in.
in. It's the
I
world
mean,
that
we're
we live
pastors
in.
and we hear it all. Why is it that that people can't sit down at the first sign of hello
Yeah.
and give you what you need to allow us to say if we're going to proceed with this thing or not? Someone said, what if your partner has another partner and confess and admit for you to know? Okay, if your partner
Oh,
if your partner has another partner, then once you find that out, you got to make a conscious decision if you're going to rock or not. What is the situation? If they have another partner they living with, if they have a partner that they're married to, you have to ask yourself, are they going through the divorce? Are they divorced? There's some people that going through a divorce and that divorce is final. There's some people that relocate to another city, state, zip code. Nah, we ain't never getting back together. That's the chance you take. But the reality is,
baby, she said if your partner has another partner, that's connected.
what do you mean? So they're already in a relationship.
She's saying, yeah. She said, what if your partner has another partner?
Right.
There's a dual relationship going on right
Okay,
there.
so then
We got some real problems.
I mean, seriously, yeah, but okay, so watch this. These are the days and time we live in. I'm sorry.
Threesome relationships?
Right. There's some people, they don't, if you stay with somebody that got a partner, they're not the problem. You are. You are. That's right. You robbing a person of the opportunity to make a choice when you don't say anything. But if you tell them and they agree to stay with you having a partner, then why are you staying?
Baby, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Can a
They're
person
getting deep.
can a person be in love with two people?
No, not at all.
Why not?
No, not at all.
What's those feelings? What's the feelings when one person say, I love this man and I love this man, or I love this woman and I love this woman, and I just don't know how to choose between either one of them because I love both of them.
Now that's honesty.
That's honesty, but what is it? How can you?
You can't. I don't think you can love two people at the same time, and this is why. Because
The Bible says, but go ahead.
What the Bible say? What it do?
Say you're gonna love one
Or hate
and
the
hate
other.
the other.
Okay, so if you're involved with someone and they say, I'm gonna be honest with you, I love you, but I love them too. You can't do that because it means at some point in time, somebody's got to make a choice. It also means at some given time, someone's gonna be shorted.
Yeah.
And when you love someone, really, you give your all.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is if someone is honest and say, I love you, but I love someone else, you got to know your worth and say, I don't want half of a relationship. I need all of you.
Yeah.
And if they can't give you all, then you accept the type of love that you feel that you deserve. You accepted the type of love you feel that you deserve.
Yeah. So it's your self-worth.
Right.
That you're giving up.
Right, right. So you can't do that. So what you're doing is saying, I don't deserve all of you. I'm okay with some.
Yeah.
And you can't do that.
It's sad, but it's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of it going on for sure. I think that honesty has been thrown out of the window when it comes down to relationships and getting to know people. You have to be honest because you allow someone to make a choice. And I think sometimes people don't be honest because they want to rob you of that opportunity. And that's selfish. Yeah. Selfish people withhold the truth.
Yeah, for their own convenience.
Yeah, for their own gain.
When a person says, I love both of you, what they're really saying, because the Bible is true, all by itself, you're going to love one, you're going to hate the other. When you research and when you look in the Bible, when it says that the Lord hated, that he loved Jacob, but hated Esau.
Right.
He wasn't talking about he hated Esau as in the wickedness. He's like he doesn't prefer Esau. That's what that meant. So what you're really saying is you don't prefer one. What is that, baby? Hold on. It says that you don't prefer. You love one, but you don't prefer the other one. But you prefer what they can give you. So you want to hold on to them just because you're selfish.
Okay, we got 1,200 people. One girl says, suppose a person says, in honesty, it's your kids that's keeping us from being together. Ouch.
Let him go.
Wait, hold on now. Wait, Fred. let me ask you a question. Now, she just asked a question. Now we
I
have
guess I have to.
it may be some truth to that.
Is the what? This my question. Come back up the timeline. Are they grown?
Right.
Now, if they're grown, we got another
Okay.
problem.
Someone, Mr. Williams just went up the timeline and said grown kids. Now, it may be some honesty in that because it may be some kids that honestly don't want their parents. Now, you know you did that to Adele when you was a little boy.
Oh, I gave my mama hell.
You acted like a donkey. You did. You did. There's some
Who
children.
that man, mama?
Right. It's some children that don't want their parent.
But I was a kid. I was a child.
Right. But she said grown kids. If you have grown kids and they say, honestly, I don't want y'all to be together, first of all, ask why.
Yeah.
Because children see stuff that you don't see because you caught up. And if you ask them why,
Grown kids.
ask them why. If they say maybe because the person you with says you can't pay my bills no more, maybe the person that you're with saying that, you know, you're being abused, manipulated, that you got to ask why. Have that deep, honest conversation. And if it's simply because they are saying, oh, we just want you all to ourselves and we ain't ready to share, then you got to say, okay, y'all need to get your own place.
Yeah. Now,
It's that honest conversation.
Yeah, grown kids is different. Now, if you about to lose your man because of grown kids,
Right.
you better get yourself together.
Right.
That's all I can
This
tell
young
you.
lady said, my son did that for most of my life. I'd like to know, are you married, single, or divorced?
Because some people are married to their son.
Right. Michelle did it too. She acted a donkey when Bunny got married. She acted like a full donkey.
Ooh.
And they still together.
That's right.
And so understand, someone said, this is deep. My daughter always preaching to me. Some of you have to make a conscious decision. Be honest with your children. Some of y'all need to say, look, I'm ready to.
So this is
what to do? What
so
to
this
do?
is the thing. We have soul ties with our children.
Right.
Okay? We have soul ties. Soul ties are not just sexual.
Right.
But we have soul ties with our children, but they have to be soul ties that are, you trying to use the right word, healthy. Mm-hmm. And some of you have unhealthy soul ties
Right.
with your children. So they now can control the way that you move, your relationships, the way your house is, the way your life is, to a point
Like
where
Jody
they can
from
really.
Baby Boy.
That's right.
Right, okay.
Jody was able to go out and do it and have all the pleasures and do everything he wanted to do.
Right.
When he came home,
Right.
he wanted to be the daddy of the house.
Right. When she found a man.
When she found a man.
And so honesty comes in so many different segments. It comes in honesty in relationships with the person you're with and even your children. What about honesty in friendships? Everybody can't handle honesty. Period.
Right.
So have that honest conversation with the person you're with. Have
Honesty.
that honest conversation with
God.
your children. Honesty.
This got deep, didn't it, baby?
Honesty is the best policy, they always say. But it's
Yes.
also a policy that can kind of get you separated. It could get you, Michelle called a son husband. It could get
Son husband.
son
That's good.
husband. It could get you
A wife daughter.
yeah. So have that honest conversation. So that's what.
What you say, baby?
This young girl went at the timeline and said her son told her he was a no good man. And was your son true or not? Please understand. Someone said my 8-year-old told me they didn't want me with my dad because oh girl, child, we ain't ready for that. Good God today.
What'd she say?
Her 8-year-old don't want her with daddy. That's the baby daddy. So basically, oh, that's a good thing. What about honesty when your kids tell you they don't want you with their mother or their father? I had a couple that I dealt with recently, and the biological daughter asked the mother, why you with my father? And that's her dad. She said, I see you crying, I see you losing sleep, and your hair falling out because of my father, which was her husband, which was the daughter's father biologically.
Yes, sir.
That's honesty.
In that case, you need to listen. You need to listen to what your daughter or your son is saying. If they're telling you something and you know it's true,
Right.
You about to lose. You giving up everything. You about to lose. You ain't getting no sleep. You
Right.
getting rankles. You done got 10 years
Right.
older, and
Right.
in 30 days, you need to listen to them.
That's honesty. So that's honesty. So I want you guys to pray for honesty, but pray that you'll be able to receive it when it is told to you.
Yeah.
So many people are asking us questions.
To give and to receive.
And we don't have
To
time.
speak and to listen.
So you're gonna speak to me about the Tic Tacs, right?
I was trying to be
let's talk
I was
honesty
trying to
now.
take a
Since
moment.
since we,
Because that is actually a vow
so we
to give and to receive,
so let's talk. Okay, we're gonna show y'all our honesty.
to speak and to listen.
Okay.
You know, that's what you're supposed to give to one another. Go ahead on and talk now.
Amen. See how you pull me subject? So stupid. So I'm gonna tell you an honest conversation that we was gonna have before we logged on. Fred likes
Tic Tacs.
Tic Tac, the fruity Tic Tacs, right? So he put one in. I was like, yo, that Tic Tac smell like cat piss.
That's what she just said.
But wait a minute. So he's like, what are you talking about? I grew up with animals in my house. Brandon was our cat. Have you ever smelled a cat spray in the neighborhood? So Brandon used to spray, and the Tic Tac smelled just like the cat spray. So I wasn't saying your breath smell like cat pee. I was saying the Tic Tacs smell and remind me of Brandon's. And it wasn't a jab. I wasn't getting back. It's just like when people eat eggs, and eggs smell like somebody just
Y'all
passed
see that?
gas.
You see that?
So that's honesty for you right now. There's some honesty for... Who said that? What movie was that?
Some honesty for your bleep.
Who said that?
Somebody.
All right, trivia, couples trivia. Who said it? There's some honesty for your beep.
Yeah.
Who said it? Let me see if anyone can say it. So therefore, someone said I can't piss MJ. That's right.
Yeah,
If
she said my fruity Tic Tacs.
Yeah, take a fruity Tic Tac and eat one.
While I was eating them,
Right.
and while she was talking to me,
It smelled like...
reminded her
It reminded me, right.
of cat piss.
It's right. So that's true
So
for
does
you.
my breath smell
No,
like?
it's the Tic Tac. So
y'all.
do I have preacher's breath, Fred? Or do I have the preacher's funk? Which one is it? It's the breath or the funk? Right now, you in a bad way, mister. Hold on. There's another trivia. You in a bad way, mister. You in a bad way. We got to get out of here. I love y'all. It's a couple with Fred and Jameliah Gosman on deck. It does. It does. Go get a Tic Tac and you'll see what it smell like. What? She said, look, Shanice Bean said Tic Tac smell like carrots.
Okay, okay.
You finna get rid of all the Tic Tac.
I got to get rid of my fruity Tic Tac.
Say Tic Tac. Tic Tac. We gotta go. Oh, Jesus. Y'all pray.
Hey, y'all be honest. Seriously. I know we laugh all the time, but there's some of you that need to really share with some mates some serious things before you lose them.
Honesty.
If you tell them in the wrong time,
Right.
you take a chance on losing that somebody
A lifetime.
that may be good for your future and
right.
your life. All right?
We
love you
y'all.
guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.